This video is brought to you by CXC. CXC, the innovators of spikeboarding, stand-up spike, and the creators of the original skateboard spike. CXC, become the motor.
Hello folks, and welcome to another CXC spikeboarding video. Today we're going to talk about dropping our shoulder in cubi-x-cross, and what we're looking at here is a traditional switch kick, which is the bottom half of a cubi-x-cross stroke, and we need to drop our shoulder on the opposing side of the kicking leg. Without doing this, we cannot achieve a seamless, smooth, and effective switch kick. And of course, the switch kick is what we need to achieve first before we can actually finalize our cubi-x-cross. So let's take a little look also at a cubi-x-cross with a spike, and you will notice that we are dropping the shoulder on the opposing side of the kick leg, and that is what makes it all happen. And that can be a little challenging. We're going to go over this standing still with some freeze frames and speak about it. There you see the dropped shoulder on the opposing side without balancing over our center line. We simply cannot achieve this stroke at all. So now let's go over and begin to see a freeze frame and watch ourselves stand and put our leg out, and as we can see, we must drop the shoulder, otherwise we will not be able to balance. So we need to drop the shoulder, and once we drop that shoulder, we can begin to balance over our center line. And of course that sometimes is a little more of a challenge on our switch side, and we need to practice this standing still and going extremely slow. Here's the other side, and as you can see, we must drop the shoulder, otherwise there's a tremendous disadvantage to the body holding itself up. And there in the balanced position, if we drop that shoulder, we can see that we can much more easily balance the weight over the center line. So let's go over and get up on the board, and as you can see, we drop the shoulder, and that facilitates balance over the center line. So we're balancing all the weight of the arm against all of the weight of the leg. If we stand and we're bringing back our leg rather quickly, we know we're not dropping the shoulder. You need to commit to drop the shoulder, otherwise that foot is going to keep coming back very, very quickly. If your foot's coming back quickly, begin to drop your shoulder, and you'll realize that you will be able to balance over your center line with a greater ease, because you're actually using the weight on both sides of the body to balance it. It's a lot like carrying a refrigerator on a dolly. If you don't get it in that sweet spot, it's going to be really, really heavy. So there's the unbalanced position. The body weight, very difficult to balance. Your leg will be returning very quickly. Drop the shoulder and attain effective balance over that center line. It's what you want to do. So as soon as you drop the shoulder, you're going to feel a great deal of ease. Now let's speak about the cubi-x-cross. The cubi-x-cross actually braces on both sides. It adds a brace. You now have something to go over onto the side where you've dropped your shoulder over your center line, and you actually have a leg on the other side. So the cubi-x-cross braces on both sides, and that's very, very, very effective, and it's super stable. It will be easier for you to cubi-x-cross than it will be to switch kick, because you have no brace. Cubi-x-cross is maximum stability on 4 wheels. You have a brace on both sides of the board. So balance over your center line, drop your shoulder, and you will begin to balance over your center line and really begin to dial in a cubi-x-cross. So we hope that this video has helped, and trust us when we tell you that the cubi-x-cross is very, very powerful up hills. Here you see it going up St. Nicholas in New York City. Folks, welcome to spikeboarding. Spike hard, spike often, spikeboarding.
This video is brought to you by CXC. CXC, the innovators of spikeboarding, stand-up spike, and the creators of the original skateboard spike. CXC, become the motor.